All right, good morning. Ikechukwu here. Today is Wednesday, March 4th, 2026. The market just opened up here today, and what I'm seeing so far is market just opened up here today. Well, let's take a look at what we're seeing so far. So far, we have yesterday was a very bearish day, but as you can see, even though it was bearish, it in fact sold. In fact, retraced that whole bearish move. And yesterday, I was trying to capture this yesterday, but my timing was not right. My timing was not right, and as a matter of fact, I lost money yesterday. But as you can see, today also is showing a slight sign of bullishness. It's a slight sign. I mean, this daily candle, the daily candle is already green. But whether it will close green is a question of interest to me, and I'm not quite sure. But I mean, we can see what is going on. For the market to drop from this high here some time ago to this here, this whole structure to me looks bearish, right? So if the structure is bearish, then I should be bearish, right? And if I drop down on the lower time frame, I want to see that I'm correct. So on the lower time frame, I can see that beginning to happen here. This is the 4 hours, and I want to drop down to 1 hour, and I can also see that, right? So it gives me that courage. So, but on the 1 hour, before I can actually enter a trade, I want to see this 1 hour candle close red. Though, even though it looks bearish, there's a slight chance that this candle, this is a daily candle, this daily candle could also close green. That is a very big chance that could happen. But my thesis is bearish, right? So if it starts going down, then I'll go into a short. But for now, I'm gonna be looking at this 1 hour candle, hoping that the 1 hour candle, waiting for the 1 hour candle to close red. If it closes red, then I'll be jumping in. Talk about trade I did yesterday. The trade I did yesterday. This was a trade that I did yesterday. The only problem with this trade is that my direction was correct, but my timing was not correct. So I got into these two positions right here, thinking that this candle here in the 15 minutes would be the bounce. But as it started going down, so on that 15 minutes, and I decided to kind of let it go. But I shouldn't have done that, because as you can see, it kind of bounced back and continued going up. This was what I was expecting to see, but my entry was way too early, right? So my entry was way too early, and this is what happened, right? So, but it is what it is. Every day would not be profit. So yesterday was a day like that. So I want to see on the 1 hour candle, I want to see that close. Then I can decide to go short. At least the 15 minutes candle there. I want to see the 15 minutes candle too close on the 15 minutes candle. Then my stop loss would be on the 15 minutes candle. My stop loss will be right at the top here, right at this high here. But this candle has to close first. And honestly, I might probably be better off just waiting for the 1 hour candle to actually close before I actually take that trade, just because I'm already at a loss from yesterday. So I just want to be careful so I don't lose trade unnecessary, right? So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting day. Let's wait, see. I was thinking of going entering into with trading options with my option account, or even trading futures with my futures account too. But I'm not sure. Typically, days that I'm not sure, I don't like risking those days, right? So I don't like risking on those too much on those days. So this is beginning to tell me that this is a 15 minutes candle, right? So yeah, if it's 15 minutes, it's beginning to tell me that this might be a red day. That's what it's beginning to tell me, right? So, and you can see that beginning to happen here. But I want to see this 15 minutes candle close. I want to see that candle close in 15 minutes. Like I've noticed that, the first few minutes market open, going entering a position market open, it's one of the difficult times to enter a position because you're dealing with a lot of volatility that first few open, right? So all right, so I don't mind risking that. I think I would, I wouldn't mind risking that for sure. That's about $30. If I get in here now on this 15, that would be about $30 of risk. But I just want to see that risk. I just want to see the market continue going down. I want to see that first, right? Before I can think about, entering this trade. All right. Okay. So far it's looking like it. It's looking like what I would like to see there. All right. So yeah, it's definitely looking like it. Um, yeah, but I want the 15 minutes candle to close, and I want to see the next 15 minutes candle start turning towards the downside. Um, okay. All right. It's looking good. So far I'm liking it. Yeah. Perfect. So far I'm liking it. It's looking good. All right. So it's this is telling me that okay, you might be dealing with a red day, but I want to see that 15 minutes candle close, and I want to see the next 15 minutes candle uh, tilted down towards the downside. That's what I want to see, right? All right. 1 minute before the candle closes. So my risk now is getting a little bit higher because if I get in short here, the risk would be right over there at the top, right? So it's getting a little bit higher, but I have I think my confidence level on this trade would be about 7 on the scale of 10. So 7 to 8, so which is not too bad, right? Um, Perfect. So the 15 minutes is closed. I want to see the other one open up. All right, so I'm gonna go short here on one. Just going short one contract first. Then I may add more. Um, I may add more as the case might be, whatever the case might be. The stop would be right here at the top. That's a lot. That's a lot, right? But I'm just gonna risk one contract for it now. Um, all right, so it's gonna be a sort of watch and see, wait and see what happens, right? So let's see. It's pulling back there a little bit. Uh, yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's quite pulling. It's pulling back quite fast, but all eyes on this trade. See what happens. Yeah, I mean, if it takes me out, then I know I'm wrong. Right? That's what it is. It's pushing back up real good. Real good. It's pushing back up real good. What is that? Yeah, what is that? Yeah, well, my thesis still remains anyways, is what it is. I don't even want to look at it. 15 minutes down, 15 minutes already, but stop is right over here, which will be about 30 points or 30, whatever the case might be, but it sucked to kind of get that. It sucked to kind of take that loss, but you know, because I already took a lot loss yesterday. But if it's a loss, then it's a loss, right? So it's what it is. Yeah, if this continues going in my direction, I'm gonna be adding more contracts. As a matter of fact, but I'm gonna be adding more contracts. Though not now, though. But it has to start going towards my direction first before I can start worrying about that. You know. All right, so yeah, I like that. I like just what it did right now. Um, yeah, just kind of pushed, went up there, pushed back down again. I want to see that weakness. I want to see price sell off there really good. I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see that continued weakness there. Okay, it's pushing back up again. Um, see what happens there. It's all. I mean, it's all a winning game now, anyways. Just wait. Um, all right, so start pushing down. That's I like that. I like that push down there. So I want to see that continue. I may put in 3 contracts there at maximum. Just kind of lay that contracts down there like that. 3 contracts, not more than that. That is only if price starts going in my direction, right? Okay, it's pushing back up again. This probably could be like a long hold. I don't know. Um, could be like holding this for a long time. We'll see. Now I'm getting worried. Now I'm getting worried because I mean, if it's pushing up like that, and keep on pushing up like that, yeah, then I gotta be worried, right? So, um, but again, there's a stop loss already there. Like there's a mental stop there, which is that which is this high here. That's the stop, right? That's the mental stop. Um, I know it's probably uh, a huge stop, but there's a lot of volatility in this market, right? So this market has a lot of volatility. Just for example, this single candle here, this 15 minutes candle is almost 30 points. No, not almost. It's more than 30 points, right? So there's a lot of volatility in the market. So that's why that stop is right over there at the top there. All right. Um, okay. So the only solace for me is that so far, this hasn't yet, run up like it would normally, run up and up to that point. Because if it did that, then it means I might just be in the wrong direction, right? So then it means I have to get out. So it's still taking its time, like you can see how weak it is. So that gives me a little bit of peace of mind, right? So it gives me a little bit of peace of mind, right? So, but I cannot, should not be relaxed yet because you don't never knows what's gonna happen, right? So I always have to think about that. So I'm also looking at the 1 hour candle. It's 4 minutes before that 1 hour candle closes. I'm also looking at that. I may add more contracts there, but I have to wait and see that first. So 3 minutes before the close of the hour, this candle is still pushing up on the 15 minutes there. Okay, but that's good. I'm liking what I'm seeing there, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, 2 minutes before the close of the hour. Now 1 minute before the close of the hour. So when that hour closes, I'm going to be looking for to add another position there, add another contract there. But I want to see price moving towards, moving down towards my objective. All right, so that has now closed. Honestly, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Um, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, but on the hourly, I'm not liking this on the hourly though, right? So that candle closed, but I'm not liking this honestly. Though I want to see it continue going down. If it, you know, starts going down, then I may add. But again, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. This is not. No, it's not looking good. Nope, it's not looking good. This is now looking more. You know, this is not looking good unless this candle starts going down. But if it does this, yeah, I'm not very happy with it. I was not expecting this. Nope, was not expecting this. So, in which case I could be wrong about the direction, which means that it could be going up, not down, right? So, uh, the stop is here. If it knocks it out, I have to get out, and I'm gonna assess if I have to get going along with this account or going along with with my platform account. I mean, probably not trade this if it takes this out. I'm just gonna have to like reassess my whole thing because I'm just not. I don't I don't want to jump in the trade. So I'd rather get out, close this account, open the platform account, and then trade that than messing around with this. But if it keeps on going down, then I may add. Though I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. This is not looking good for the bearish side, for the bearish thesis. It's more looking good for the bullishness, right? So I should probably put a stop there and just to kind of not have to worry about it. So, but let's wait and see. Yeah, it's not even looking good. This is not looking good for like for bearish thesis unless it starts flushing down. Unless it starts flushing down. If it starts doing that, then yeah, okay. Then the bearish thesis still holds. But as what it is right now, this is not looking good. This is not looking good in any way. It's not looking good for the bearish side. It's more looking good for the bullish side. But there has to be confirmation, right? So the confirmation would be the candle continuing to the upside, right? That would be the confirmation. This candle continuing green, that will be a confirmation that this is gonna be a bullish day. But if it starts going down, then yeah, then you're looking at a very bearish day indeed. Yeah, I was not even expecting this. I was not expecting this. Was not expecting this. All right, so it's pushing down there. This might be it. This could be it. Yeah, this might be it. This might be it. Yeah, this might be it. Probably gonna be getting one contracts here, but I kind of want to see that candle close. Okay. Yeah, I just want to add one contract there, but I don't know if I should be doing that. Just because I didn't like the way that closed on the 1 hour. So this is a 1 hour candle. I didn't like the way it closed, right? So I didn't like the way that it kind of gapped up there on that 1 hour. But so far, what I'm seeing is this is actually looking like it might be a bearish one. So I think I'm gonna add it. I'm going to add it, and my stop would be there for that one. I'll probably up there too, right? So this is now looking more like a big risk because I have way too much risk on this trade. I have this risk which is 30 points. If I put in this one, this will be about another 20 points or so. So I'm looking at 50 points and loss. Or should I just wait just to kind of get that confirmation, just to make sure that yeah, it probably makes sense to just wait more because you can see it's pushing back up again. But the only thing that I can say here is that even though I did not like the way that this closed on the hourly, what I can say here is so far, for the fact that it hasn't yet ran through this, kind of gives me that hope that it could still be a red day, and that's why I haven't even touched this. Anyways, I touched the stop, close this trade for the fact that it is still, doing this. Is not yet. It hasn't yet run up. If you traded yesterday, you would see what I'm talking about. You can see how fast this went, but that has not happened in this case, right? So yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna add more now. I'm just gonna wait. I want to see. I just want to get clarity first. I want to wait. I want to see. Keep. I want to see that keep on going down before I can add more contrast to the downside. And if it's gonna go to the upside, then I don't want to take any unnecessary loss because it would be unnecessary for me to just add this trade now and then it goes and kick me out. That would be a loss that is just not unnecessary, right? So, mm, all right. So it's now a waiting game. I think this is more like we're gonna see what happens. They should uh, clearly tell where this is headed. Probably heading up or heading down. We'll have to find out. We'll let the chat tell us. We'll let the market tell us that. Hmm. All right, still pushing up. Uh, yeah, this is the stop here. That's where the stop is. So we'll wait. Okay, so definitely, it's looking like I may be wrong on the direction. So this wants to go up, not down, right? So we can see that clearly. It wants to go up, not it doesn't want to go down, right? So it's going up, not down, right? So yeah, that's it. Anyway, it's what it is. My stop loss is still there. I'm just gonna have to close this. It wants to go up, not down. That's what it wants to do, right? That's actually what it's doing. It's going up. It's not going down. But then again, if I'm looking at this chat, I'm more worried about the upside. Yeah, this is going up. This is not going down. This wants to go up. Yeah, I can even see that very clearly itself on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, it looks even much more clear on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, this is going up, not going down. Okay, so this is going up, not going down. I gotta get out. I'm wrong. I gotta get out. Um, yeah, I'm wrong. Absolutely wrong. I gotta get out. I'm wrong. I have to jump out. Yeah, I gotta get out. I'm wrong. Okay. At least I know that I'm wrong. So that's gotta go away. It's gonna go away too. So this is gonna come up here. Yeah, I'm wrong. That's is what it is. I'm wrong. Definitely wrong on this trade. Okay, I'm wrong. I gotta get out, and I'm gonna be going long. Uh, yeah, I'm absolutely wrong on that. So I gotta get out. Though the only thing that I'm worried about in this trade is the upside, right? Is the upside. Is the upside. That's the only thing I'm worried about this trade. Um, yeah, I'm absolutely wrong on this trade. You don't even need to tell me about it. Well, but then again, you never knows. You never knows, right? So you see what I'm talking about. You never knows. So okay, so this is getting crazy. Yeah, this is getting crazy. Um, yeah, this is getting crazy. This is ridiculous. This is getting crazy. Where's my stop on this trade? I gotta put a stop, tight stop because I can't be messing around here. I already took a loss, $35 loss, and I can't be messing around, So if it wants to flip around and start going down, I cannot be messing around. I gotta get out, right? So, but the 1 hour tells me that this could be going up. So wait. So the stop loss will really be here on this trade. For whatever reason, if it starts to mess around, I just want to get out, right? So all right, so I'm gonna add more though. Um, I'm gonna add more contrast to this because it's like it's going up, not down. But now I already took a loss. I already took a loss, and I have to put that into consideration too, right? So yeah, this is I got into early on this trade. Took a loss on the trade. Hopefully this doesn't come back again, start going down, because it will be a messy day for me if that happens. Uh, okay, all right. So it's what it is. There's gonna be losses, right? So it's all good. I kind of want to add more contracts here, just because it's going up. Mm. Yeah, though I'm really worried because this could still possibly go down. That's what I'm really worried about. Right? So it could still possibly go down because I mean, like if you think about it, it the vibe that it's given me like a very like the way that it's moving really, it's not moving with strength, right? So it's not moving with strength. If it's gonna be a green day, it should be moving with strength, but it's not moving with strength, right? So and that is really driving me crazy right now holding this trade. I may add more here actually, just because So I may add more to this trade. Yeah, this is not a good trade. Honestly, I don't like this trade. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. You see what I'm talking about. On the 15 minutes, it's now stalling. I don't like this trade. Oh my god. So I could just close it and just wait and see what happens. But to me, it looks like this is still gonna go up anyways. That's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna go in one more. Uh, right. So I'm gonna go in one more. I may have to start using my stop. Stop. Where would that stop be? Too tight. If I put it right here, stop will be here. So I gotta do that math, see what it is, what risk I'm risking. Oh my god, 30 points for the risk. Oh my god. So that's 60 points for these two contracts. Yeah. Man, today is probably one of those weird trades for me, honestly. And I'm not liking it. I'm really not liking it. On the bright side, Bitcoin is up, crypto is up. Uh, Gold, what is gold doing? Gold is slightly up. Um, yeah, all right. So I'm gonna hold this trade. Looks like it might could be up, man. But this loss that I took, I don't like that loss. I'm thinking of adding more contracts here too. I'm thinking of adding more. Right. Thinking of adding more, but it's just a risk. That's what I'm worried about. So I'm gonna add more here. I'm gonna add one more. Okay. So on the bright side, both SPS and NASDAQ, they are all in sync, slightly in sync, doing the same thing. So it gives me a little bit of hope. So both of them are going up. If one of them was going up and the other was going down, I would be worried. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. This is what I want to see. I want to see this push up. So let's go. All right. So I was on the rough side of the trend. Um, trying to sell short, but the market was doing something else. It was going up. So it's what it is. Uh, you know, uh, took a loss there. Totally fine. A very huge loss, per se, but is what it is, right? So Beautiful. Perfect. Let's go. Let's go. I think I kind of want to take out, uh, one or two contracts or so. Perhaps just put a stop loss and just let everything ride. Because this is the one. Let me just go back to the 1 hour, right? So put a stop loss and let everything ride. That is, I just wanted to put a stop, take one contract out just for the sake of it, just to kind of have that margin buffer there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is beautiful stuff. Okay, all right. So what I want to do is take out one contract there and let the other contract run. So these two contracts, I probably want to hold them till like I'm gonna hold them for a long time. Like I'm gonna hold this for. I'm gonna let this run for some time. The only reason I want to take out one there is because beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna close one just because I want to kind of. I mean, I've had two losses back to back, so I want to keep that down. So these two trades, I'm gonna let them run. Um, I'm gonna let them run, and I might as well just put one stop loss just to kind of have a peace of mind there. Uh, just to have that peace of mind. But these ones I'm just gonna hold it, for like, cause probably gonna hold you know till 1 p.m. See what happens there, cause this is looking on the daily chart. This is looking on the daily chart is looking really good, right? So I'm probably gonna hold. I'm thinking it might get down here today. It's possible it might do that, if not even more, right? So, and where would that be, right? Yeah, it's possible we would do that. That would be, so there's like at least 35 points more, right? So that would be back in the high, the previous high, which is this high here for the week, right? So I'm just gonna let this run, I'm gonna leave it and let it run. But I'm gonna put a stop. I'm gonna put a take profit though, so that that's where I'm targeting. Take profit will be somewhere around here, so I'll put it 6901.40, and I'm as 6901.40. I might as well put a stop loss too, right? So just right over there. I was thinking of putting a stop loss somewhere that's gonna be reasonable, but I don't want it to take me out, right? So yeah, I'll do the same with this one too. I mean, take profit is gonna be the same. 69. What is it? 69. Perhaps the 4 hours. Yeah, 6901. 6915. I wonder if it's gonna get there. You never knows, but 6915. All right, so it's good that I already took that profit out. which is this one, because I mean I've had losses back to back, and that is not fun. Um, I mean, this is it for me. Like, pretty much just gonna be watching this. That's all I'm gonna be doing, anyways. I'm just gonna be watching this, anyways. So I think if this eventually does close green today, then I think what we're looking at, could be looking at possibly could be looking at a new high onto the upside. The new high, because if you look on the daily chart, even on the 4 hour chart, you can see. So this is the week for the week. I guess much better on the 4 hour chart for the week. This is the high on the week. So it could probably be, it's possible that this could even get hit. You know, beautiful. This is a beautiful stuff, beauty, and it's just pushing up like that. It's just pushing up like a rocket. It's just pushing up like a rocket. It is just pushing up like a rocket. It is just pushing up like a rocket. This is a beautiful sight. Whoa, this is a beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff indeed. Yeah, I'm still gonna be holding this. There's probably still more points to run. I'm gonna be holding that. At least I'll probably say at least 25 more points, if not even more than that, if not even 45 points or 40 points. So I'm gonna be holding this. This is now like a swing trade. I would even say that. So yeah, this is to me now. This feels more like a swing trade. So I'm gonna be holding this for a long, long time. And I'm thinking, should I be taking out my prop from account to be trading this? Probably what I should be doing also. But it will just be too much distraction because I'll be doing this and doing that. Just too much distraction, right? So yeah, it's a beautiful trade. It's a beautiful trade. Fantastic trade. Yeah, I mean, it does suck that I got in short. That I just didn't have the patience. I got in short and then got burnt. For that $35, 35 points or $35 that I should have. Should still have, but is what it is. Um, Might be a reversal here. Could be. I don't know. But again, I'm holding this throughout. I'm definitely holding this till at least 12 p.m. Till at least that. Yeah, it's quite unbelievable, honestly. I did not think this would be a bullish day. I did not, and that's probably the reason why that I got into too early. FOMO, trying to FOMO. But it's what it is. There's gonna be losses. There's gonna profit also. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a bounce. But again, I'm better off just not even looking at this screen again. I'm just better off just moving on. Uh, Come back at 12 and see what happens. Right. I could probably still add more. More to that runner there. Just add more. It's gonna retrace. Then there's gonna be a retracement. Add more to that retracement. And what I probably should have done is to put a stop loss. Stop loss. The reason why I'm not putting a stop loss is the price is volatile, right? So if I put a stop loss, it could come down and just knock me out, and just still just keep on going up, right? So though, is there a chance that this could reverse and go down? Well, that's possible too, right? That's possible, right? But I don't know. No hope, not hoping for that. Though hope is not a strategy, right? So, which probably means I should be putting a stop loss. But then again, my concern is valid. I don't want to put a stop loss and then it knocks me out and keep on going up. That hurts. Though the stop loss would be lower here. That's where my stop loss would be for this trade. Um, though I want to see this candle close. If this candle closes green, then I can then put a stop loss and not have to worry about it. But putting a stop loss now is just, I think it's just too early for me. Hmm. That's the reversal we're talking about there. Yeah, I'm thinking of adding more contracts there actually. I'm thinking of adding more. Right. So I'm thinking of adding more. But I gotta wait. Yeah, I'm gonna add one more there. Probably too early, but good. All right. Since I already have three contracts, uh, though I still want to see this candle, 1 hour candle close, it would make sense for me to just kind of add one stop loss just at the top here, just at least for one contract, so that I can get knocked out if in case there's a black swan or whatever. But you know, I'm really tempted to add one more to. I'm really tempted to add one more contract also. But wait, I think I'm gonna do it. But wait. Yeah, I want to add one more because I think this is just a retracement. It could be a black swan, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a black swan or just a simple retracement. And the only reason I'm able to do this is because some of these are already in profit anyway. So I'm gonna add one more here. So these two contracts that I added, I'm gonna take them out at the top of at this high here. That's where I want to take them out. Just these two, and then these two that I added before, I'm gonna leave those two for for a swing trade like I meant it to be, right? So yeah, if it's a black swan, then that would be quite unfortunate though. But black swan would mean that this would candle could now flip and then start sell off and whatnot. Quite possible, but Yeah, I kind of have to get greedy, because I mean, why not? Why not get greedy? If price is going on my direction, I kind of have to get greedy. Because I mean, I've had losses, had useless losses, held them for so long instead of getting rid of those losses. So yeah, why not get greedy? I mean, if price is giving you what you want, yeah, you should get greedy, right? So I mean, that's the only way you could make money doing this stuff. Yeah, this is a sharp retracement though. This is on the 15 minutes. You can see it. It's a very sharp retracement. But I mean, let's see what happens, right? So, um, you know, all right. Kind of want to get in more too. I kind of want to get in more, buy more, just from what I'm seeing on the 15 minutes chart, anyways. But I gotta be careful there. I'm already, I'm already, already long for contracts. So, right. All right. So now I'm getting a little bit nervous now. I still the one I was still still doing stuff that I wanted to be doing anyways. I would get really worried if that changes. But I still want to add one more contract to this. Yeah, that would be too much. Yeah, that would be too much. That would be too much. I just want to see this play out, in my direction first. Yeah, that would be too much. That would be too much risk. And I'll not even in my right frame of mind to be doing that, right? So, because I already took a loss on this account, as you can see, I already took a loss. I already took a loss back to back, heavy losses, right? So, I'm not in the right frame of mind to be doing that. I must say, I wait for to take profits, get back to normal on this account, and then tomorrow might be the day to do that if there is opportunity like this tomorrow. Um, but you always have to keep in mind, like there always has to be risk in mind. And I don't know if this is a black swan event. I don't know that, right? So uh, though I haven't seen a black swan event in a long time, but today could be the day that that happens, right? So and if you're not very cautious, and then you block the account, right? So I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I mean this market has not been easy. It has not been easy. It has not been easy. It has been a difficult market for the past. What is it for the past? You know, 3 months, 4 months has not been easy. It has been hard. It has been hard. It has been a hard market. That I absolutely agree. Has been very hard. I just hate to watch this do this and not, when it takes time to, you know bounces back and forth, it takes time. That really drives me crazy. But I'm probably overthinking this trade. So I'm just trying to see what's going on here. Uh, all right. So it looks like it's pushing back up there now. Kind of want to add more, but I'm, getting getting greedy. I don't need to be greedy. I mean, I could probably close one or two trades. There's nothing there in profit yet, so I'm gonna just hold it. I'm even trying to understand what's going on here, by the way. So and that's the reason why I was thinking, like, because if I had put a stop loss, it would definitely take me out of these two last two contracts, which is these two contracts, right? But I'll wait for this candle to close green. Hopefully, it closes green on the higher than it is right now before I will even consider putting a stop loss. You know, it's just the way the market is, and even with how volatile the price has been this past few weeks, months, you just have to leave more room for for things to do what you want them to do, right? So yeah, I was thinking of adding more contracts, adding one more there, but I'm not gonna do that just because I want to recover first of all. I know I've had losses, like this, so I want to recover and then do that. Tomorrow might be a good day to do that, but today is not. And especially that I took a loss today too, right? So I took a loss at the beginning of the day, so it's not a day to be doing that. All right, beautiful. I want to see this keep on pushing up there. Beautiful, beautiful. This is beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. Let's go. Shall we? Lovely. 3 minutes before the close of the hourly candle. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. I want to see that. I'm gonna take like one or two one profit there just to kind of just one profit and then let the other one run. Let the three run. That's what I want to do just to kind of close that to give me that peace of mind. But you know, there's something that I didn't think about. Oh, where is it? Um, so five. I'm just doing some analysis here. So the candle just closed. I'm just doing some analysis here, and I kind of beginning to rethink the holding time for this trade. I'm beginning to rethink that just because I think that just with my analysis, uh, I'm gonna close one trade here. This trade, I want to close one. Right, I want to close one trade. I'm gonna close that trade. Might as well close two of them. I'm gonna close that one. It's good. Yeah, I think I'm just thinking of closing trades just because I'm also gonna close this one at some point, but I just want to wait. I'm gonna wait for a few, at least for the 50 minutes candle to close. I'm gonna wait till then. Yeah, my analysis is just telling me that possibly this might just get to uh, what am I looking at? It might just get close to where is this? It might just get close to here, which is where it is right now, but may not actually get here, or may not get here today. So these two stop losses looks a little bit too high. So, but I'm willing to hold this trade, honestly, at least the two contracts. This one that I just put in there, I may just take it out. This last one here, I may just take it out. I may just take it out, honestly. I'm gonna take it out and just let these two ride. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna let that two ride. So it's 1, 2, 3. This is 29, 39, 30 something. So with these three trades, I've already made back. I've already made back this losses here today. So with the two other trades, I think I'm just back to being break even. break even on these trades. If I do close this trade, though I want to hold this to at least 12 p.m. I think there's a possibility that this might run to 20 more points is what I'm looking to get. So I'm gonna hold these 20 more points is something to hold for, which is honestly just a little bit here. I don't know how I don't even calculate that. Yeah, I would not be surprised. Actually, I think it makes sense to just put it right over here. I just want to close one, and the other one I could probably hold. Um, yeah, I think it will still go more, but it may come down on the 15 minutes chart. It may come down again and then keep on going up. That could happen. But if it does that, I think I may still add one more contract. Honestly, add one more contract and just kind of watch that go. Um, Now might be. I just want to see how this candle closes first of all. But now might be actually now is a good time for me to put the stop loss, which stop loss would be just right here. But I think this will come down before it goes start going up again. I think so. So yeah, it was a good timing that I closed those two trades there at the top there. Yeah, I think pretty much saw what I needed to see there. And I was like, yeah, I think he's gonna come back before going up. Um, yeah, if it comes down again, I'm gonna just gonna add one more contract there and just write it. This is green. This is gonna be a green day. That's what it's telling me. It's showing me it's gonna be a green day. Um, so I mean, for 20 more points, which is gonna for 20 more points, I don't mind holding this. So for 20 more extra points for each of these, so which is 40 points extra for each of these, 40 points extra total for these contracts. I don't mind. I don't really mind holding it. Yeah. So if I put a stop loss down here, then I will probably have my peace of mind. But it's just way too. If my entry was down here, then it would make sense to put a stop loss. But where this entry is just way too tight. Um, the only thing I have to worry about this trade is if there's a black swan event, right? If this decides to flip red, that will be a black swan event, right? So that happens in the chat, right? But it's not very often, but it does happen in the chats, right? All right, so this is what I was talking about there. It's gonna come down again, and eventually before it starts going up. But think I may add more. I may add one more, but I don't like I don't like it where it is right now, so I'm not gonna add there. I want to see it come down like significantly. Like come down to like at least somewhere this down this level on the 15 minutes chart, somewhere down this level there. Then I would then it would the risk would make sense to me. Well, honestly, I mean I've already had my profits, so I don't want to mess around with it too. All right, indeed, it is coming down. I'm thinking, should I add? Actually, let me put up this. Where is it? There it is. Down to 23.6, so I'm gonna add more. But I'm not even sure what's going on now. I really don't know. It should not be coming down. It should be going up. Right? It should be going up, not coming down. But nonetheless, it's a good place to add one more contract. Not more than that though. Not more than that because I'm already in profit. Um, I gotta say, I'm not even sure what's going on now, honestly. Um, yeah, it's a good place to add. So I'm gonna add one here. I'll just take a look and see. Yeah, I feel like adding one more. I'm gonna add one more there. But this is it. I'm not gonna add any more there. This is just it. This is the end of the trade for me. There's three contracts now. I want to see them go up. I'm not gonna be adding any more there. But I probably should have taken out at least one contract when it was at the top. But again, you cannot know what's gonna happen, right? So I didn't expect something like this would happen, right? So and I'm beginning now to kind of doubt, that they're like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to wait and see what happens here. If I don't like what I see, I may just close the whole trade and just kind of be gone with it. Um, I kind of want to be done too, anyways, right? So yeah, that's what I thought it would do that. Yeah, honestly, not sure what's going on now, and I'm not even liking it, anyways. What the heck is that? What is that? What is this stuff? What is this? Man, this is just crazy. This like this just pissed me off. What is this? What is that? What is that? What is that? Yeah, honestly, I can't even make sense of this. Whew. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, what the heck is that? Man, this is just annoying. Yeah, my entry in these two these two contracts is quite it's quite uh, it's quite it's not very good. Like it's not a good entry, but it's still something. I'm kind of beginning to get tired of all this, this zigzag price action. So I don't want to overtrade. I don't want to overtrade, but the only reason why I'm still holding this trade is because I think there's still 20 points possible from that high further to the upside. And if there's 20 points possible, I definitely want to catch that, or catch some part of it, right? So, but I mean, I'm not even getting interested in this trade anymore. I'm not getting interested. Yeah, what a day. Today is not an easy day. I have to admit that it's not an easy day. It's a hard day, right? It is indeed a hard day. Though these three trades should wrap up my day for today. It should wrap it up. I want to see it, push back up again. Uh, that's what I want to see, anyways. Okay, all right. So it looks like it's doing that on the 15 minutes chart. I want to see that push back up again. I want to see that push up again, go to the high, make a new high, and then I'm done for the day. I want to see that. Um, yeah, this is a very tough trade today. It is a very tough trade. Um, a tough trade. I have to admit that. What is going on? What is going on? Oh my God. Okay, this was still pushing down, not pushing up. Um, Still wait. Yeah, this is probably a long ass trade for me in a long time. Usually in and out, but this is a long trade. Oh my God! And I gotta be somewhere else anyways. So this is still pushing down. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, if this is a black swan event, then I have to, reconsider I have to think about risk management, right? So, but I mean, it doesn't look like a black swan event. I don't know. It could be. Though, what I would be thinking about is how to get out. I wanted to add one more trade here, but I'm not gonna be doing that. That's enough for today. Um, this three contracts is just it's just that this is it for today. If it goes the way that I want it to go, then I would be and I would just play these three contracts. So, and this is the reason why I don't want to put in a stop loss because of things like this. I know that's gonna be the case, right? So that's why I'm watching this trade. If I get a clear confirmation that a very clear confirmation that this would not follow the path that I wanted to follow, then I have to get out, right? Then I have to get out of the trade, right? So, but it hasn't yet done it yet, right? It hasn't yet done it yet. It could probably, this is just a refreshment of this high here. I think this can still go higher. I think it can still go higher. But I mean, looking at it now, it might be like afternoon. It might go higher, like by 1 p.m. 12:30 p.m. something like that, right? So it's a long trade. It's a long trade. I haven't had a trade this long in a long time, and I don't typically like to hold trade this long in a long time without having like a very stop, without having stop losses in place. But it's a trade. It's a trade. Okay, right now it's moving in my favor right now. This 1 hour candle, if it flips green, then I can safely put my stop loss. If this candle flips green and keeps on going green, this 1 hour candle, then I can safely put my stop loss and not worry so much. Then I can just kind of walk away, but let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't like holding trade for such a long time. I'm more like quick in, quick out. But honestly, holding trades for a long time, that's actually how you make money, right? That's how you make good money from trading. You have to let trades to play out. That's really how you make money. Anyway, while this is doing this, I'm gonna be watching this, and I'm gonna have to do some other things here real quick. Now that I have the time to do it, so we'll keep on watching there. Whew. So 6815.50. 6850.85. And that at 9:45. Six eight 50.85. 50.85. 6870. This is a short. This is a long. So trade is 1710, 1010, 1022. What is it? 1022. 1022. All right. Actually, I think I'm just gonna close this trade because I'm not close the trade, but end the stream because I kind of have to get some things done here. I'll be back again tomorrow. I'm gonna be watching this trade. I'll be taking out my profits and wherever I like. So I'm gonna be watching this trade.